I'm starting a brand new series where I buy prop accounts and try to take them from Eval, Sim to live brokerage. I may or may not succeed, but the hope is that I can document my journey through it. So my background, I have about a decade of experience trading. Started with stocks, then with options. I primarily focus nowadays on zero DTE and DX options. And DX is the Nasdaq index. Big, expensive, always moving, and has a lot of pitfalls. But now I'm trying to transition to futures because with futures, you don't have theta and you don't have volatility in the same way. So with options, you have to be right directionally, you have to be right about the price, and you have to be right about the date. If you are missing any one of those three, there might be one more that I'm forgetting off the top of my head. You end up losing money. So you have to be right a lot. With futures, you just have to be right about the direction and the price. You don't have to deal with theta in the same way. Or volatility. Volatility plays a role, but not really. Like if you buy something and it drops and it comes back 3 hours later, with options, you need a bigger move. But with futures, as long as that price is the price, you don't need that extra move. In terms of prop experience, I started prop firms November of 2025. So today, as I'm recording this, it is Saturday, January 31st, 2026. I started with the futures desk. I was able to take the eval to this funded sim, and now I am currently in their funded brokerage account. Well, I'm waiting for it to be set up, but I have arrived. I've taken a payout. I am a funded cash taken prop trader, and it feels good to say that. So this series is focusing on how you can do it. I've seen a lot of YouTubers. I think a lot of them are BS, to be honest. Like they almost never show you anything real. They talk a really big game. I'm actually going to show you real data. And I'm going to try to do live streams, but the problem is the way that I record. YouTube has an issue with 4K. And as you can see later on, I have 4 screens that I try to monitor just so I can replay my experience. But yeah, so what you're seeing on the screen right now is Topstep. Topstep, in my opinion, currently is one of the easiest prop firms that you can probably pass. It takes about 2 days if you are really aggressive, but realistically, you're looking at 3 to 5 days if you want to be conservative. The next was the futures desk, but they redid their plan, so it's not really as easy. It's really hard now, hard and expensive. But prior to like 2-3 weeks ago, it was probably one of the easiest. You didn't have a drawdown. It was static, and yeah, they were pretty chill. So with Topstep, I have bought the 50K accounts. Bought it, passed it the first time around, went to the funded sim, was profitable about $350-$400 before blowing it. It was really stupid. The trade was really stupid. I kept shorting SIL and didn't put a hedge on GC. And bought a few more accounts, took them to funded sim, blew them, trying to rush for FOMC, the U.S. Federal Reserve interest rates meeting that just happened. And this time around, I'm taking a different strategy, mostly because the 50K accounts, it's tight. It's a 2K drawdown. So now I'm focusing on the 150K accounts. It's It's a little harder, but like it gives you a lot more room. So with the 150K account, you have a $9,000 profit target. So you have to make $9,000. You get up to 15 contracts to trade, and your maximum loss is $4,500. You can't go below $4,500 on a single day. Below your starting point. There is no activation fee, and the price is on the website. It says about $189 after taxes. Realistically, you're paying somewhere around $201, depending on your like where you live and the tax rate. So that's a bit more than the 50K account, which is about $96 with a 3K profit target, 5 contracts, and a 2K max loss. But again, with the 150, you have so much more room. Like $4,500, you can take a few hits, you know? Um, so that's why I chose it. And I started this challenge on Friday, January 30th, 2026. And with that, let's shut up and get down to trading. Okay, so my very first trade actually comes in pretty early on, but I'm just going to spend a few seconds talking about like the setup right here. So you've got to the top right is rhythmic. I've positioned everything in four layouts. Um it took me a while to realize that it's not set up as it should. It's supposed to be ES, NASDAQ, silver, and then gold. That changes later on. Rhythmic was having a lot of trouble with their data on Friday. Then next we have Thinkorswim, bottom left corner, and you can see live quotes from tickers that I am monitoring. So you can see, GC, which I forgot to update until midway through. You can see silver, you can see ES, NQYM. So if you ever need a price reference for what's going on, you can go to the bottom left or the bottom right. The bottom right shows the chart. Um, so you can see silver and gold have been in a downtrend for the last, I don't know, what is this chart? For the last like 17 minutes. Um, yeah, occasionally bouncing up and down, but still pretty dangerous here. NQ and ES have also, but like you can see bounces occasionally. NQ is down almost a full point more than ES, which is wild to me. Um, and yeah, so with that, I'm placing my buy orders, my limit buy orders. I have stop losses in place just because everything is so volatile. Um, and I will shut up until we're getting ready to trade. I'm editing these videos after the fact because I generally don't like talking when I'm trading. So, okay, so I've got my markers in. I like buying on pullbacks. I like timing the bounce, essentially. And you can see that it's dropping, dropping, it's dropping. Here we go.
Order filled. Order filled.
So 50 tick take profit, 50 tick stop loss, and it looks like I'm in and out. That was relatively quick and painless. About $250 profit. Probably could have double dipped, but it's whatever. Don't want to get too greedy here. Yeah, Rhythmic is really struggling here.
Order filled.
All right, looks like I just got filled. I'm in for ES, and this trade goes sideways pretty fast. Um, I bought a little bit too high, and I don't like the position of ES because like Nasdaq is like a full point, but like lower than ES. So like based on my own like trading style, I should be shorting ES and long Nasdaq. Um, so I didn't like this trade, but by the time I tried to like short like MNQ to try to hedge this a little bit, I was already in the hole, so I figured let it play out. I have what, a $250 buffer, so I could afford to hold this a little bit longer. So I'm playing around trying to figure out a good tick because the 50 TP 50 SL is good for like silver and gold, which are moving a lot, but like ES moves a lot lower. You're looking at 4 ticks for like 1 full point. So it's not as good. So I am in the hole a lot. I'm doubling down here because I do expect some kind of bounce, and the the goal is to like chip away at some of this at the loss. Down 200. And I just got filled for my second buy order
Order
for
filled.
ES. At this point, it looks like it could have went really bad. I'm down $400, but it does look like it's starting to bounce,
Order filled.
and it's moving.
Order filled.
And so I almost got filled on my MNQ short. That was like my dumb attempt at trying to hedge the ES position. But the ES, my sell order for ES got filled. So I am in and out. And my total profit, my total realized profit so far is 392. And what is the time right now? It's about 1:24 p.m. New York time. My next trade doesn't actually happen for a while, so Okay, so here we go. Silver and gold are dropping again. I have a buy order at 74,580 with a 750
Order
point
filled.
take
Order
profit
filled.
and just got hit. So that was pretty quick. In a couple of seconds, my 50 tick take profit was hit. I had a 70 tick stop loss, and I'm not really sure how I feel about the stop losses because, like, as you can see, it could have gone either way and then bounced. So since I have, like, moving forward, since I have like $4,500 buffer, I should
Order
probably, like,
rejected.
I don't know, increase the stop loss a little bit just so I don't prematurely get forced out. But yeah, that trade was a pretty good trade, about $200, give or take. Um, the next trade isn't actually for a while, about what, 10, 15 minutes. So what I'm gonna end up doing is just like fast forwarding everything, like speeding everything up. And yeah, I did try to get into gold a little bit, but I was just really hesitant on price. Um, little did I know that this was essentially the bottom for the day. My original gold buy order at, like, I don't know, uh 4,700 even would have actually been hit and would have been like the absolute floor. So I had the right idea. I just didn't have a strong enough conviction to do it, to pull the trigger. So yeah, so I'm going to speed this up. Okay, so for this next trade, it's pretty instant, but I am shorting GC at 48.73 to and buying it back at 48.70, 2.5, so 50 points.
Order filled.
Well, like 2 ticks. Well, 5 ticks. So yeah, you just saw me get filled, and that was $50 minus commission, maybe brings it down to, like, I don't know, $47. So that was pretty quick. And then there's one final trade. It's pretty big actually. Um that's coming up later on, so I'm just going to speed this up and we will wrap up this video. For the final trade, I am shorting gold at 49.27.1 and buying it back at 49.25.7.
Order filled.
There we go. Just got filled and just got out. So pretty instant fill, entry and exit. It's about $200, maybe give or take a little bit more. I do try to short gold a little bit more, but I just don't have a lot of conviction. I don't want to get on the other side of this. So I just ended up just leaving it alone. So this ended up being my last trade, even though I do have like an extra like 2 hours worth of footage. I'm gonna call it a day. And moving forward, let me know if you want me to speed up the clips or just only show uh video of my fills and then maybe like a uh quick conversation about like why I did some of the things that I did and reviewing the trades. Or if you like this longer format a little bit better, um if you haven't done so, please subscribe, like this video. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to figure out what trends on YouTube, but I'm not really chasing it. I just want to be as authentic as possible because, well, most of the people I see posting are either just straight up liars or at best or scammers. And the handful who are honest, are few and far between. So, yeah. See you in the next video.